Hello, Divine Feminine, or anyone who is watching for their Divine Feminine. Welcome to your general reading. This is the Dream Clairvoyant. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope all of you are doing well. So this is, today I kept on hearing to do a reading specifically for the Divine Feminine and specifically for the Divine Masculine. And I was like, yeah, definitely. When I heard that message, I was just like, yeah, I'm definitely going to do that, because typically I do a reading and just read the both of them. And so I'm very excited to do a specific reading for them individually. So this is a message to the Divine Feminine. Okay. What is the Divine Feminine message? The Strength, the Seven of Swords. What is the Divine Feminine's message? What is the Divine Feminine's message? Six of Cups. What is the Divine Feminine's message? Page of Pentacles. Clarify the Strength. Ooh. Page of Cups. Clarify the Strength. King of Wands. Okay. Clarify the Seven of Swords. This message is supposed to be just for you, but it's like the Divine Masculine is creeping in. The Wheel of Fortune. The Divine Masculine is creeping in. Okay. So this is a message to the Divine Feminine. Before we get started, please remember that, this is a general reading, so only take what resonates and leave what does not. Oops, it looks like it's crooked. There we go. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. Everyone is at a different stage in their soulmate journey. So if this isn't resonating, then, please don't force it. You're more than welcome to watch my other tarot card readings here on my channel. I have tons and tons and tons of tarot card readings, twin flame readings. I even do individual readings for the 12 zodiac signs. So please don't force this one if it isn't resonating. But what I'm seeing here with the Strength is all about overcoming fears, overcoming doubts and insecurities, healing, wounds, unhealed wounds, past trauma, childhood trauma, just shutting. That's the word that I'm getting. Shutting anything that has been limiting a person, hindering someone's growth, blocking someone's progression. This Divine Masculine is creeping up in your reading, so I'll channel what he has to say. But this is someone who wants new. They want new things in their life. They want changes. They're tired of the same old. Okay, so they're tired of dealing with the same people. They're tired of dealing with the same problems, getting themselves in the same trouble. It's like this is someone who I feel is trying to do things differently. I do see that this Divine Masculine is kind of struggling a little bit, but everyone has to start from somewhere. At least this Divine Masculine is recognizing, acknowledging, and admitting that he has to do things differently. There's this sense of stagnation or stagnancy. There's this sense of stagnancy that this Divine Masculine is finally acknowledging. It's like his life has just been the same, dealing with the same things over and over and over. And what I'm hearing from him is this is not what he wants to deal with for the rest of his life, is what I'm hearing. This is not what he wants to deal with for the rest of his life. So In clarity of the strength, you have the Seven of Swords. Okay, the Seven of Swords represents like sneaky behavior, someone who's doing something sneaky and they're trying to get away with it. It's so clear. I heard it so clearly. I saw it so clearly. What this Divine Masculine is saying is that they're leaving a relationship. I can't even talk. They're leaving a relationship with someone in order to go towards their Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is who's on their mind. Notice how the Queen of Wands and the Four of Swords came out at the same time. The Four of Swords is someone who's like mentally exhausted because they've been excessively thinking about something or someone. This Divine Masculine has been excessively and obsessively thinking about their Queen of Wands. A lot of times the Queen of Wands represents like the other woman. She may even be seen as like the mistress. The reason why is because the Queen of Wands is known to be very attractive. This is a very beautiful woman. When the Queen of Wands is, you have to remember that there are negative energies and positive energies to each card. So when the Queen of Wands is represented positively, this is a woman who is very headstrong. This is a warrior. This is someone who carries the spirit of a warrior. So they've conquered a lot. This is someone who you don't want to mess with, okay? They will stand their ground. The Queen of Wands isn't scared of anyone. And this is someone who knows how to fight as well. She is a warrior. And I'm saying she because it's a queen, but please remember that these are energies that anyone can embody. The Queen of Wands is a feminine energy. So this is also someone who is very, very attractive. And what I'm getting here is I feel like this Divine Masculine is in love with this Queen of Wands. I feel like in the beginning, it may have just been like lust. You know, the Divine Masculine being like very lustful and passionate and just crazy about this feminine here, this feminine energy here. But now it's like there's been some sort of distance or separation between the two of you. And this individual is coming to realization that they are in love with their Queen of Wands. It's not just lust, it has turned into passion, okay? And one thing that I do know about love is that love conquers all. So if this is a stubborn Divine Masculine who has been refusing to change, it's the love that's actually changing him. He is recognizing his wrongs. He's recognizing his toxic behaviors and what he needs to do differently in the name of love. He's doing this in the name of love, okay? When you love someone, you're willing to do anything for them. And love has definitely hit this Divine Masculine when it comes to this Queen of Wands. I hear it so clearly. I definitely feel like this Queen of Wands was put in a third-party position. And I believe that because in the beginning, right when I looked at the Seven of Swords, you know, the Seven of Swords could represent someone who's doing something sneaky, cheating or lying or being deceitful and not wanting to get caught. So this Divine Masculine is leaving a relationship because they can't stop thinking about their Queen of Wands. The Six of Pentacles is here. There's some sort of unrequited love between this Divine Masculine and the current person who they are with. So it looks like a situation where this Divine Masculine may have been in a relationship, but then, you know, kind of got attracted to this Queen of Wands here. There's some sort of situation because I know this Queen of Wands was like, you know, the other person. But the Six of Pentacles, it's unrequited love between the Divine Masculine and the person who they're currently with. And I'm seeing that this Divine Masculine wants to restore balance. That's what the Six of Pentacles represents, balance needing to be restored. What I'm also hearing very clearly is that this Divine Masculine knows that they did something very unfairly to this Queen of Wands. Okay, so it's almost like they may have left this Queen of Wands out in the cold, but they feel like she took a loss. They feel like she took a loss. They may have given her that loss, like they may have done something to her. But this person is like yearning for this other this Divine Masculine here is yearning for this Queen of Wands. And he's leaving a relationship, but he's doing it in a very sneaky way. So perhaps he isn't verbally, what I'm hearing is he is not verbally telling this person who he's leaving, he's not verbally telling them that it's over, but he's showing it to them. He's showing it through his actions. So perhaps he hasn't really spoken to this current person who they're with. I'm hearing something about affection. Perhaps he's not really being affectionate to the current person who he's with, trying to give them a hint, but I don't feel like he has verbally said anything. So the Page of Cups is here. Oh, I knew it. What I'm hearing is, I'm channeling this message so clearly. What I'm hearing is with this Page of Cups, he's about to communicate to this Queen of Wands. He's about to communicate to you. But be careful. Be careful about, because sometimes the Page of Cups is someone who is lying or just not telling the complete truth, you know, kind of beating around the bush. What I'm hearing is this Divine Masculine, when they come to speak to you, Divine Feminine, they're not going to, it's almost like there's a big elephant in the room, right? Like there's some sort of big problem between the two of you, but they're not going to confront it. They're not going to talk about it with you. It's like I see them trying to keep that, you know, kind of ignore the big problem and just speak to you as if nothing ever happened. It's almost like he's separating the situation with this current person who he's with. He's separating that situation from you. Okay? He doesn't want to clash the both of you, but it's like, I'm sure this Queen of Wands is very upset, and the Queen of Wands wants to know, you know, why was I put in this third-party situation? Why were you being sneaky? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this Page of Cups here, this Divine Masculine is not going to, that's not going to be a topic when he comes in to speak to you, Divine Feminine. The King of Wands is here. This is someone who they're in love with you. I can feel it. I feel like this person, it's like I'm hearing you drive me crazy. Because I feel like in the beginning, and that's the thing, the Queen of Wands is someone who's very attractive. Okay, you probably have this natural sex appeal to you. So in the beginning, it was lustful, extremely lustful, but now this person is in love. That is why they are trying to change their ways. They're trying to do better. You know, that's why I always tell people love conquers all. And so there's some people, like if this masculine here was dealing with some toxicity and was unwilling to change, they're changing now because of love, because they're in love. But you guys are a counterpart. Look, the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, these are counterparts. I feel like the both of you miss each other, but I feel like the both of you are standing your ground. You're standing your ground, Divine Feminine. The Divine Masculine standing his ground as well, and will continue to pursue you even if you push them away. There's so much passion here. I feel like there's karmic situation. I feel like karma has stepped in, is what I'm hearing, to help the two of you come together, because the Wheel of Fortune is a karmic wheel. It says what goes around comes back around. So the reason, whatever the reason is that caused the two of you to separate, karma is stepping in. The universe is stepping in to bring about a resolution. Like if there was a misunderstanding, the universe is stepping in to clear out that misunderstanding. Some sort of karmic, you know, there's good karma and bad karma. I feel like this is good karma. I feel like if the two of you separated due to like outsiders or karmics separating the two of you, the Wheel of Fortune is stepping in to bring clarity to the both of you. in order to knock out that obstacle that's blocking the two of you from being together. So there's going to be a revisitation of the past, is what I'm hearing. A revisitation of the past, where whatever happened in the past, you know, it might even have to do with, because the Wheel of Fortune, it says you either have fortune on your side or you have misfortune. So for these karmic individuals, okay, outsiders who were trying to turn the two of you apart, they have bad karma. I'm hearing terrible karma is what I'm hearing. Terrible karma is going after them right now. For the two of you, though, who were done wrong, good karma is coming in. Fortune is coming in for you. And it's to resolve this issue. So for example, like, let's say, this is just an example. It doesn't have to resonate with you, but I just want you to understand what I'm saying. For example, if in the past there was like a third party that came between you and your person, maybe this third party lied or did something sneaky, right? Well, that third party has some really like terrible karma that's coming towards them. But whatever the lie was, there's going to be clarity. Okay, with this Wheel of Fortune coming in, you and your King of Wands are about to receive clarity. It's like bringing about the truth and kind of destroying all the blockages that were placed between the two of you by karmic individuals, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. That's why you have the Judgment. So the truth has already come out, and there's going to be more truths. I feel like this is happening to the masculine. The masculine is seeing things for what it is, seeing karmic individuals for who they really are, passing the rightful judgment on them and this connection. And that's why they are the Emperor, because they're seeing things much clearly. I feel like this person is being lied to. I just heard it. I feel like the Divine Masculine was heavily being lied to. And this Wheel of Fortune is stepping in to open his eyes, for him to judge the situation fairly, especially if he misjudged you. Clarify the Six of Cups. Okay, let's see what this Six of Cups is about. Two of Swords. Yeah, they've made a decision. They've made a set decision. Your Divine Masculine is like really taking over this reading. Okay. Six of Cups. Six of Cups represents a reunion, a reconciliation. The Divine Masculine has made a decision. Like this man who I'm seeing as a Divine Masculine has really made up their mind, and no one can change it. No one can. Because in clarity of the Six of Cups, you have the Four of Pentacles. They are still holding on so tightly, still holding on to their connection with this Divine Feminine. They are refusing to let this feminine go. They're refusing. The energy that I'm picking from this person, it's like they have just pushed everyone away. I feel like this Divine Masculine may be like isolating themselves, but in a good way, not in a depressive way. More so like not wanting to talk to other people, not wanting to deal with other people, because they're just focusing on their Divine Feminine. They want to give their Divine Feminine 100% of themselves. So it's like nothing else matters around them. No one else matters around them. I see that this masculine is really ignoring people around them. You have the Two of Swords, okay? The Two of Swords, this is someone who was in limbo about whether or not to reconcile or reunite with you, or just, you know, move forward, but they couldn't. They could not leave you behind. There was a lack of clarity. The reason why this person was in limbo about whether or not to reunite with you or not is because look at the moon here. They were lacking important information that would have really helped them make a set decision. Someone was lying to this person. That's why with the Ten of Swords is here. This individual was backstabbed by a Queen of Pentacles who's the Magician. This may be the other woman who they were with, but the Ten of Swords represents the ultimate betrayal, being stabbed in the back 10 times. I feel like it was this Queen of Pentacles here who may have been giving this masculine false information, you know, trying to make it hard for this masculine to make a set decision. Whatever, the moon represents secrets. So something was hidden from this masculine. He was not seeing the truth, and that is why he cannot, it's not that he didn't know what he wanted. Like this masculine has always wanted their feminine, always. But I feel like it's a situation where, you know, it's like, am I making the right decision? Because you can want someone, but it's a matter of you going towards them. So it's something about, it's like the heart versus the mind, sort of. This person with, you know, their heart was calling out for you. That attraction was there. You know, they were lusting after you. They had fallen in love with you, okay? But this person is now in love with you. Falling in love with someone, and then now they're in love with you. They love you. And so I feel like in the beginning, not necessarily in the beginning stages, but I feel like before they became in love with you, I feel like it's a matter of, okay, I'm falling in love with this feminine. The attraction is there. She is who I want to be with. But what should I do? Like, should I go towards this feminine? It looks like this person may have some commitment issues. Maybe they're afraid of getting hurt. And I feel like there was some sort of, someone was trying to lie to this individual to not go towards you, I feel. Because their heart was telling them to go towards you and to commit to you. But they were in limbo because they were like, you know, I don't want to get hurt. Should I take this risk? I don't know how to really explain it. It's like to be interested in someone is one thing, but then to move forward and commit to them, it's something else. And that was the step that was keeping them in limbo. The attraction, the love was there, but the thing is, the matter was them committing to you, going towards you, and getting in a commitment with you. That was the part that kept this person stagnant, okay? And it's because, gosh, I hope I explained that right. And it's because with the Ten of Swords here, this individual was being backstabbed, okay? I feel like it could have been a situation, and we'll look more into it because the Two of Pentacles is here. This is someone who's like juggling. They're indecisive about you. Yes, they wanted you. Yes, there was love, but should I commit to this person? Especially if this is someone who has fears of being in a commitment, fears of getting hurt. They are afraid of taking that leap of faith and getting in a commitment with someone, okay? That is what kept them in limbo. There's a Queen of Pentacles here who is also coming out as a magician. This is who backstabbed this person, okay? The Queen of Pentacles, she's being paired with the Magician. So this is someone who knows how to get what they want through trickery, okay? This is someone where it's like the energies that I'm getting from this individual, it's a lot of negative energies. This person uses the art of manipulation to manifest what it is, to get what it is that they want. So many people look at this Queen of Pentacles and just think, oh, she's so hardworking. Oh, she has an amazing job. She gets this, she gets that. It's all a facade. She is an illusionist. She puts on this mask. She creates this facade. People think that she's hardworking, but behind closed doors, she's doing a lot of trickery. She's lying, she's stealing, she's being deceitful. She's getting victory through deceit. So if this is someone who wants you to look at her as someone who's hardworking or someone who has money, they will show you that they have nice things, a nice car, a nice home, to create this illusion where you will believe that they're hardworking, but behind closed doors, they're doing other things to get these materialistic things. So what I'm seeing from this Queen of Pentacles is this is like a false Queen of Pentacles. This is someone where they're really good at being a trickster, right? They have created this like illusion and gotten people to believe that they're so valuable, that they're so hardworking, that they're so committal. Those are the traits of a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is successful, someone who's financially abundant, has a great career, loyal, committal, solid, stable, down to earth, very grounded. But this was actually a false Queen of Pentacles, okay? So this was someone who was trying to convince people that she is the Queen of Pentacles when she isn't. So if this is someone who, you know, has nice things, expensive things, luxurious things, it's not due to her hard work. It's actually due to some trickery here that she does. So this is probably someone who gets money through, like, you know, not working hard, if you know what I'm talking about. You know, with this Magician here, this is someone who does a lot of lying. This Queen of Pentacles definitely lies about her occupation. That is what I'm hearing. She lies about her occupation, or she exaggerates her occupation when she knows that she's actually making money through doing other things. But of course, she is a magician, so most people who know her will just say, oh, this person's very hardworking, you know, they got a promotion, they got this and this. But no, that is just a facade. That's just an illusion that people are believing. So this Queen of Pentacles here definitely backstabbed this masculine. Let's see what happened here with this betrayal. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is very superficial as well, and very good at getting people to see only what she wants them to see about her, if that makes sense. Like everything that people, like, for example, the people around this Queen of Pentacles, they may say, oh yeah, I know this Queen of Pentacles, yeah. All that they know is all that this Queen of Pentacles wants them to know. Like this is someone who's very secretive, but what I'm trying to say is, what most people know about this Queen of Pentacles is what she only allows them to know. Like a lot of people don't know about her true colors. A lot of people don't know about her, you know, like her secret lifestyle. I don't know. This is like a magician here, okay? She shows you only what she wants you to know. You know, so most people really don't know this Queen of Pentacles. They know the person who she presents herself to be, if that makes sense. This Queen of Pentacles is in trouble. But let's look at the Hierophant, because I clarified the Ten of Swords. The Hierophant represents confessing in order to receive forgiveness. Tell us more about this Hierophant, please. The Hierophant is also like a religious person. That's why you see a Pope here and the two priests. People, you know, the Hierophant can be seen as an advisor, a counselor. Why is this Hierophant here? Clarify the Hierophant. Clarify the Nine of Cups. Give me a second, you guys. Let me see. Tell us more, please. Oh, wait a second. This Queen of Pentacles, hold on. The Hierophant is a religious figure. Okay? Someone who is, you know, like a natural counselor. This may even be someone who's closely connected to the divine. When I asked what the betrayal was about, the betrayal was about someone who's very spiritual, very religious, someone who serves God. you know, doing the work of God here on earth. This Queen of Pentacles, hold on. I feel like this Hierophant here is the Divine Feminine. The Hierophant is representing the Divine Feminine. Whoa. The Hierophant is representing the Divine Feminine. This Queen of Pentacles, this materialistic Queen of Pentacles, backstab the Divine Masculine about something pertaining to the Divine Feminine. But this Queen of Pentacles has the worst judgment on her right now. Because here's the thing. Okay, hold on. The energy that I'm getting from this Hierophant card is strong. This person is powerful. Whatever this Queen of Pentacles has done to this Divine Feminine here, I'm hearing like the worst judgment has been placed on this Queen of Pentacles, because she messed with literally someone who is divine, someone who is literally like connected to God, of God. You know, this is like a servant of God or something, someone who's very religious. And this is a message for the Divine Feminine. This Queen of Pentacles, what I'm hearing is this Queen of Pentacles has gotten away with a lot of like lying. This person just lies on a daily basis. She lies on people. She lies about her life, her lifestyle. Like, she just lies. And this Queen of Pentacles has lied on this Divine Feminine. There's some sort of lie that she told about this Divine Feminine, most likely to get, I'm hearing like an orchestration. So maybe she like plotted on the Divine Feminine, orchestrated something against the Divine Feminine to get this Divine Masculine to go against the Divine Feminine. Right when she did that, karma was sent to her. There are just some people, you have to be, you know, and this is, I tell people this all the time. Sometimes good people have to encounter bad people so that those bad people can be put in their place. Because there's some people who just think they can get away with wronging people, you know, lying on them, doing horrible things to people, and then they get away with it until you encounter a child of God, like a person of God, someone who's connected to God, favored by God, and you go against them, you literally go against God. So whatever this Queen of Pentacles has done, like the power that I'm feeling from this Hierophant card here, this is someone who is very, very religious, very spiritually connected to the divine. And I'm getting goosebumps all over me just saying that. The karma that this Queen of Pentacles is going through, it's like karma struck this Queen of Pentacles here. So that's what the betrayal was. I feel like she betrayed the Divine Masculine by plotting something, deceiving him to go against his Divine Feminine. And that was like an ultimate betrayal here. That's what it was about. I strongly feel like, I kid you not, even here on the back of the deck, you have the Empress. The Empress is the Divine Feminine. The Empress represents the Divine Feminine. The Empress represents the Divine Feminine. This is the Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine is the Hierophant. So the Empress is the most powerful woman in the deck, the most influential, the most beautiful, but she holds a lot of power. And she's also the Hierophant. Like, whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, they just need to get on their knees and start confessing now, because literally it's almost like they how do I say this? Doors are closing on this Queen of Pentacles because of what she did to this Empress. Like if this Queen of Pentacles was about to start something new or was trying to get some sort of opportunity, it's like she has literally canceled herself out. She has almost like she has, I'm trying to figure out how to say it. She's brought so much misfortune and karma on herself because of what she did to this Divine Feminine. So if this is someone who was like trying to, you know, get some sort of opportunity or something, was supposed to get a new job or whatever here, doors are closing on this Queen of Pentacles. She's being shut out. It's like this person has destroyed any luck that they had. They've destroyed their own path, their own destiny because of what they did to this divine individual here. You got to be careful with who you got to be careful with who you wrong. There are literally people here, and I say this all the time, you can't just go around wronging people and think that you'll get away with it. But you know, individuals like this, they have to encounter powerful people like this, divinely protected people like this, so that they can finally get some punishment, some consequence for what they've been doing. This is, I kept on because I'm like, what's going on here with this Hierophant? Literally, like the Nine of Pentacles is here, okay? This is someone who is, the Nine of Pentacles is someone who's very blessed, very abundant, has a lot of money, clearly, has a really good career, very successful. Like when someone sees you as the Nine of Pentacles, they see that you are extremely successful and you have it all. The one pentacle, the maximum pentacle is 10, and pentacles represents abundance. You have all 9 by yourself. The one pentacle that you're missing is love. So a lot of you are very successful and single. You were this divine masculine, or you are this divine masculine's wish fulfillment here. But look what happened with the Five of Pentacles. There was a breakup. There may have even been like a divorce or something. There was a separation. The Five of Pentacles represents coldness, distance between two people. And it's due to something that this Queen of Pentacles did recently, like in the recent past, I feel. I wouldn't even hold, I wouldn't even try to, don't revenge on this Queen of Pentacles. Don't revenge on anyone. Never do that, okay? Revenge is for God. Because let me tell you, with this Queen of Pentacles here is being dealt with. This individual turned their entire life around by messing with you, by targeting you. If this person had something big ahead of them, some big opportunity that they were supposed to get, it's been closed. Doors are literally shutting, like doors are closing on this Queen of Pentacles. Yikes. This is probably, I feel like this is someone who's used to getting their way, getting what they want through the Magician. This may even be someone who does spiritual manipulation as well, does black magic to manifest the things that she has in her life. And there's some sort of there's some sort of like clash here, because if this is someone who does, you know, magic and stuff like that, which this is only going to resonate with a few of you. For some of you, it's not a spiritual warfare that's happening. But for those of you where it is a spiritual warfare that's going on, because this person targeted someone who is divine, all the magic that she used to get the materialistic things in her life, it's not working anymore. It's being revoked from her. It's almost like this clash of like, this Hierophant person is too powerful for this Queen of Pentacles. So the power that this Hierophant individual has, when this Queen of Pentacles try to target them, their power, this Hierophant's power, absolutely canceled out and destroyed any magic that this Queen of Pentacles was using in her life. You have got to be careful with who you wrong. I'm telling you, there's some people who are literally sent here from God. You go against them, you're going against God. The power, like when I was looking into this person's energy, I was like, whoa, this person radiates so much power. And the second, maybe this is someone who tried to like spiritually harm this individual or whatever, tried to lie on this person, you know, turn people against this person, whatever it was that happened, it bounced back to her with this Queen of Pentacles. But the power from this person just destroyed all the, you know, supposed abundance that this Queen of Pentacles says she has. And if it is through black magic, she's using black magic and stuff, and then you're going against someone who is spiritually powerful, of course, light overcomes darkness always, right? I'm just saying. Yeah. This Empress has something coming towards her, Four of Cups. It may be this Divine Masculine that she will probably just ignore or reject. This Empress may be very upset. Once again, the Empress represents the Divine Feminine. The Eight of Swords, the World, the Queen of Pentacles. This Queen of Pentacles, I don't want to look into her energy anymore because I literally, like, she's being shut out. Everything is going, it's like things are going in the reverse for her. It's like I see her getting rejected. You know, especially if this was someone, because she did come out as that magician. This is someone who is using magic and stuff like that. She has no power anymore. So all the things that she was manifesting through magic, it's dying out. It's not working anymore. Wow. There's something about this Queen of Pentacles. I don't know what this Queen of Pentacles was doing, because it's like people were seeing her as a Queen of Pentacles. So clearly people were attracted to her like superficially. People were seeing her as valuable, okay? Because the Queen of Pentacles is the most valuable woman in the deck. So it's almost like she was getting these opportunities because people were seeing her value. But it's something about this Queen of Pentacles. If this is someone, for those of you where you know this person does black magic, this individual could have been using like, you know, it's so crazy because I don't mind speaking about black magic here on my channel because these things are real, you guys. And it's so sad that people feel the need to, you know, literally lose their salvation. There's like, God will deal with you for dibbling and dabble in something so evil like this. But there are people who don't care, okay? And they will use it to manifest money, to manifest a job that they want. And there's no need for that. If you're a good person, you know, if you're a good person, you're serving God, God will always bless you with what's meant for you. But there are individuals like this who are greedy and they dibble and dabble in things to get what it is that they want, whether it's love, whether it's money, whether it's success. And with this Queen of Pentacles here, there's something about her aura where it's like people were kind of in this like la la land about her. People were so like in awe of her, so attracted to her. This may have been someone who, you know, did some sort of, if this is someone who's into black magic, they may have been doing some dark work to, what is the word? It's almost like they were trying to gain the attention and favor. Like they wanted people to love them and favor them. And like they could be in a room filled with a million people. And like, let's say this person, you know, is trying to get like a job or something. And there's like 100 people applying for that job. It's something like they're like the manager or something will just out of nowhere just choose them for no reason, just be so drawn to them. And don't get me wrong, there's some people who are just very blessed and abundant like that, right? Where their lights just shine so brightly and they're noticed, they're recognized by people. But no, it's something about this individual's, their energy, their aura. This may be someone who was doing some sort of like magic to get people to like them, to get people to notice them. it's almost like this, I know there's a word for it. It's like they wanted people to like glamorize them or something. It's something about glamour where it's like, but it's not natural. It's not something that's just like, you know, like I said, there's some people who are just very blessed and abundant, but this individual was like doing some black magic and stuff to be chosen, to be loved, to get people to just like fall at their feet. There's a word for it, but it's dying out. So it's like people are not falling under this person's charm. It's like they were charming people. That's the word. They were doing some sort of spell work or something to charm people, to get people to just fall at their feet and choose them. And it's not working. So people are actually just, people are seeing this individual as just like an average, regular person now, because it was all false. This is a magician here. So doors are closing in this person's face. And I'm pretty sure this wouldn't have even happened if this person would have just been happy with what God was giving them, but instead they were being greedy and trying to dibble and dabble and stuff. But yeah, people are not very fazed or impressed by this person anymore. This Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Swords is here. This is someone who's in like a lot of, the Eight of Swords is someone who's stuck, someone who feels mentally stuck, someone who's in some sort of mental prison here, and the World represents completion. Clarify the Eight of Swords. Star. Wow. Four of Wands. I feel like something here has backfired on this Queen of Pentacles, because when I was clarifying the Eight of Swords, it's almost like she was trying to keep this divine masculine in like some sort of mental prison, you know, feeling very like, bear with me, you guys. Sometimes when I get too many messages, it's hard for me to put it into words, but it's like she was trying to put the divine masculine in this mental trap here with the Eight of Swords, but it's actually, it has backfired on her. So when I clarify the Eight of Swords, you have the Star, the Four of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. So whatever it was that she was trying to do to this divine masculine mentally, because the Eight of Swords is a mental card, so she could have been trying to do stuff to spiritually manipulate this individual, or just even if it's not, even if this person doesn't do black magic, it's like the manipulation, trying to change the perspective, trying to change this divine masculine's perception of the divine feminine to turn him against the divine feminine. It didn't work. It actually, it's like it bounced back to her. There's whatever this person was doing, right when they targeted this Hierophant individual, this divine individual, something just like backfired on them, and everything is just like going backwards in their life now, because the Star represents manifestation. So now this divine masculine is back to manifesting his divine feminine, is back on track, is no longer in this Eight of Swords energy. But guess who's in this Eight of Swords energy? This Queen of Pentacles here, this karmic individual. And that's just what happens. It's like, especially this is someone who is into like magic, you know, spells, charms, and stuff like that. If it got removed from off this divine masculine, it has to go on someone. It went on her. So now she's in this Eight of Swords energy here. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it was that this person was trying to, I don't know, conjure up, whatever these people do, it's a situation where it definitely backfired. It was removed from on this divine masculine. Thankfully, thank God, it was removed from on him, but it's got to go on someone. And I feel like it went on her, okay? That's just how spiritual stuff works. You have the Star card that's here. This divine masculine is like back in the game. He's even here as the Four of Wands. He is wanting to get redemption. He's over here, the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is also another mental card. This is someone who's in their head, okay? I feel like it's something about this person's perception was being altered by this Queen of Pentacles, whether she was just lying to him, you know, plotting against this divine feminine to try to trick the divine masculine to see her differently, to see her in a bad light, or whether this is someone who is also into black magic and stuff. It's something she's trying to have influence over the perception of this divine masculine. With the Seven of Cups now, all of that, it's like it's removing from, it's not working on this Divine Masculine anymore. So the Seven of Cups, it's a mental card. This Divine Masculine is no longer confused or being manipulated. You know, their perception is right. They're seeing things correctly now. And now they're focused on getting this commitment. Four of Wands, really, this is a commitment card. It even represents marriage. This Divine Masculine is back on track, okay? That's all I'm gonna say here. And on the back, you have the Five of Wands. So the two of them are fighting. The two of them are fighting here. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. That was just, the energies here is, there's a lot of energies happening here in this connection. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. The Hangman, King of Cups. Judgment. Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor. So the Page of Pentacles, this is communication that's meant to move things forward. The Divine Masculine would like to talk to you, Divine Feminine, if this is your reading. The Hangman here represents someone who's at a standstill. So I do feel like one of the things, or one of the topics, part of this conversation that the Divine Masculine wants to have with you is why he was so stagnant. You know, why he couldn't take action towards you. Even here, the King of Cups. King of Cups is in love. This is someone who carries very deep feelings and emotions for you. And I feel like that's what's going to be part of this Page of Pentacles. Then you have the Judgment that's here. The Judgment represents a final decision here. But I feel like the Judgment, I feel like this communication that the Divine Masculine wants to bring towards you, it's actually going to, it has to do with your perception, you seeing things clearly as well. And look at you here as the Queen of Cups. You guys keep on coming out as counterparts. That's how I know I'm picking up on the right energy. Clarify the Judgment. Like the final decision has been made. This Divine Masculine has finally made a decision. Six of Wands is victory. Clarify the Judgment. Yeah, they've made a set decision. A very confident decision. Five of Swords. They have severed ties with anything and anyone that just doesn't serve them well. Three of Cups is here. Clarify the Three of Cups. Three of Cups could represent a celebration, a third-party situation. Yeah. They've severed ties with this Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords came out in the reverse. Like, the Queen of Swords is usually someone who, you know, very powerful as well, very sharp-minded, okay? This may be someone who's really good at communicating as well, doesn't tolerate the BS. But when the Queen of Swords comes out in the reverse, this is someone who's being represented negatively. So this is someone who was very wicked. They lack empathy. They were very hurtful. You know, this is, when the Queen of Swords is in the reverse, it's a very scary energy because this is someone who's out to hurt people, very, very vindictive. You know, I see that this person just, they would hurt people for no reason. Like if one thing didn't go their way, they would go after you and try to hurt you. This is someone who I feel was just very, honestly, this Queen of Swords seems like quite diabolic, okay? Because it's what I'm seeing that this person was doing. It's like, if you don't do what she wants you to do, she's gonna hurt you, but she will hurt you in a very extreme way. This is someone who lacks empathy. So yeah, severing ties from third parties. I feel like there were most likely other third parties involved here, because the Ace of Swords, the truth was revealed. The truth was revealed about what this Queen of Swords was doing. Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor. Eight of Pentacles represents someone who is improving. I feel like the Emperor is the Emperor represents the divine masculine, okay? So I'm definitely picking up on two like twin flames or something, powerful soulmates, okay? Because that Empress came out, now you have the Emperor. You guys are always matching each other's energies. First, you came out as the King and Queen of Wands. Then you came out as the King and Queen of Cups. And then you also came out as the Emperor and the Empress. It's so obvious that you guys are still so powerfully connected. But this individual is trying to take charge. This masculine is trying to take charge. This masculine is trying to improve this connection. They're trying to do things differently is what I'm hearing, and bring about changes, bring changes into this connection here that will, you know, allow the two of you to fix it and get back together, whether that's romantically or platonically. It's really all up to you. But I feel like this divine masculine just wants you back in their life. Wow. So I really hope that this reading helps. I want to ask another question very briefly, which is what you need to know. What does the divine feminine need to know? What does the divine feminine need to know? What does the divine feminine need to know? Yeah, what the divine feminine needs to know is that her divine masculine has not given up on her. Literally, Knight of Wands is a wounded warrior. Three of Wands is someone who's missing another person, waiting for their ships to sail in. Page of Swords is someone who's still looking back at the past. So this divine masculine has not let you go. What else does the divine feminine look? They're coming towards you as the Fool. The Fool is a risk taker. What is this divine? What does this divine feminine need to know? What does the divine feminine need to know? What the divine feminine needs to know is that a divine intervention is happening, okay? Where she does not need to take action. She does not need to revenge on anyone. She does not need to retaliate. The Wheel of Fortune is literally a karmic wheel. So all those who went against her, who did her dirty, karma is here to bring justice, to restore balance, to vindicate her. What does she need to know? What does the divine feminine need to know? What the divine feminine needs to know is that she has to let go of the past and any past hurts and forgive and heal. The Eight of Swords is someone who's still stuck. You're still stuck on what happened to you. You have got to recognize that you are very blessed and abundant and you have a lot of fortune. Do not allow, you know, what didn't work out for you in the past to blind you from seeing that you are someone who is so blessed and abundant. You are literally being represented by the sun. The sun here, this is a light being. This is someone, you could even be a healer. This is someone who, the sun represents happiness, fulfillment, abundance. I feel like you have an abundant new beginning awaiting, but you're not acknowledging it because you are still so stuck on what people did to you. All you need to recognize is that you were protected. And if it was not for your divine protection, it really could have been worse. So just be grateful. Take what happened in the past as a lesson. That will help you better who you are. Now that you do know better, you'll be able to avoid, you know, what happened in the past from happening again. What you need to know is that you are literally the queen of, you are the Queen of Pentacles. You did come out as that Nine of Pentacles. You are the Queen of Abundance. Very, very powerful. You came out as that Hierophant. You came out as the Queen of Wands, a warrior. So the Hierophant, you're religious. The Queen of Wands, you're a warrior. Queen of Cups, you're also very loving. The Empress, the most powerful woman in the deck, very nurturing. Like you really are the divine feminine, literally. You have so much power and you need to acknowledge that. You need to acknowledge your value, your worth. And you need to let go of the past. This is another letting go. Let go of the past and what happened in the past, because you are so caught up on that you're not even acknowledging the blessings that God has been giving you. Let go of that past. It's so not worth holding on to. You cannot change what happened in the past. It is what it is. But what you can do is learn the lessons so that those lessons won't repeat itself. Okay? Wow. Moving forward. Move forward is what this Eight of Cups is telling you. Move forward. As you move, if you let this go and you move forward, justice, absolute justice will be served. Six of Wands literally represents victory and allowing the divine to step in, releasing any control issues here and giving it up to God to judge this situation here with the Judgment, divine intervention, okay? So no more resentment, okay? No more being unforgiving, no more being revengeful. You have got to count your blessings, because many of you, if it was not for divine protection, the situation could have been worse, but you were protected, you're blessed, you're abundant. Justice will be served. You have an abundant new beginning to be focusing on and moving towards, okay, Divine Feminine? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really, really hope that this reading gives you the clarity or confirmation that you're seeking. Please take care.